How long could you live? What if medical technology could keep you alive forever? That's the promise behind longevity escape velocity, the idea that medicine is advancing fast enough to decode the human machine within our lifetime. In this video, we'll break down exactly what longevity escape velocity means and why there's good reason to believe it's already underway. In fact, you've probably already had your first gene therapy, and you don't even know it. Can you guess what it was? Stick around, we'll reveal the answer at the end. It starts with a minute. Let's start in the year 2025. You age one full year, that's 365 days. But medical technology quietly gives you back one extra minute. It's not a lot. In 2026, maybe it gives you back 2 minutes. In 2027, 5 minutes, then 10. You're still aging 1 year at a time, but each year the tech gives you back a little more life. These aren't huge breakthroughs, just steady progress. Tiny gains that stack up. But what if that little bit of extra life starts to accelerate? What if it keeps growing until it actually starts to make a difference? Exponential growth. Exponential growth starts slow, then it explodes. Your immune system works that way. One tiny signal triggers dozens, then hundreds, then thousands more, until billions of cells are activated in just hours. The same thing happened with computers. In 1985, they were barely useful. But the next one was twice as powerful, then 4 times more powerful, and it kept going for 40 years. Now your phone is telling you what to do. And if medical technology follows that same curve, the numbers get wild. 1 extra minute of life in 2025 turns into 2 minutes in 2026, 4 in 2027, 8, 16, 32. Keep going, and by the year 2054, you're not just gaining minutes, you're gaining more than a full year of life for every year you live. That's the tipping point. That's longevity escape velocity. A rough guess. If exponential growth holds, then we can project longevity escape velocity sometime between 2045 and 2055, which means that if you have 25 years or more to live, starting in 2025, you're probably ahead of the curve. But here's the challenge. Exponential curves look flat at the beginning, and right now we're still in that early phase, the flat part. We're not seeing any measurable uptick in life expectancy yet, and that matters. If longevity escape velocity were coming much sooner, say before 2045, we'd already be seeing dramatic progress. But we're not. That means we could be very early on the curve, or just approaching the point where it starts to skyrocket. We don't know exactly where we are, but this gives us a minimum timeline, not a maximum. And here's the other catch. Even when the first real high-tech treatments emerge, they won't be available to everyone. We need to factor in the wealth gap. The wealth gap. Even when longevity escape velocity becomes possible, it won't be affordable right away. This is where the wealth gap starts to matter. Think of medtech like a smartphone. Even after 20 years, the cheapest phones still cost hundreds of dollars, and that's for just one device. Now imagine your body needs 1,000 different treatments, changing month to month, to stay fully repaired. Even at just $1 per treatment, that's $1,000 per month. And that's not even close to where we need to be. The real benefits won't kick in until treatment plans are automated, built from real-time data collected by sensors inside your body, coordinated by AI, and delivered at a penny per treatment. That kind of system could take another 15 to 20 years to develop at scale. And don't forget, economics doesn't always work in our favor. As prices approach zero, supply and demand curves break down. Markets aren't incentivized to innovate when treatments cost pennies, and this could delay access even longer. The materials bottleneck. Not all parts of longevity escape velocity will scale at the same speed. Some technologies scale beautifully. Biomedical sensors, AI diagnostics, genetic upgrades, these are digital or programmable. Once they work, they can be copied, shipped, and improved, low friction, low cost. But other things don't scale, especially when they depend on rare physical resources. Take helium, for example. MRI machines needed to cool their magnets. There's no synthetic alternative, and global helium shortages have already delayed access to critical diagnostics. Or look at rare earth elements like neodymium or dysprosium. They're essential for high-performance sensors and electronics, and almost all of it is mined in just a few places. If a single rare atom becomes the bottleneck for next-gen medtech, there's no digital fix. You can copy an algorithm, but you can't copy an element, at least not anytime soon. That's why even if the core tech works, some parts of longevity escape velocity could get stuck. Not because the science fails, but because the materials can't keep up. Cautious optimism. We asked at the beginning whether you've already had your first gene therapy. If you got the mRNA COVID-19 vaccine, that was it. A short strand of genetic code, wrapped in fat, delivered instructions directly into your cells. That's the beginning of scalable, programmable medicine. We're entering a new age of biotech that promises miracles, but we have to use common sense. We can't just start taking every new thing that hits the market. Until biomedical sensors are measuring millions of factors every day, we're still flying blind. So for now, stick to what's time-tested. Don't try to optimize too early, or you might fix one thing and break another. As Gene Kranz said during Apollo 13, let's work the problem, people. Let's not make things worse by guessing.